Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. The whispers started quietly, the kind of rumors that travel through the league like a slow-burning fire, and now they seem to be turning into something more than mere speculation. Sources close to the situation are saying that Draymond Green has made a decision that no one saw coming, at least not this soon. The veteran defensive maestro, the emotional engine of the Warriors, allegedly told his inner circle that he can no longer bear the atmosphere inside the organization. The tension, the expectations, the constant pressure to perform at an elite level while also being the voice of the team has reportedly worn him down. People who know him say that he has been carrying a heavy weight for years, and now it seems that the weight has finally become too much. The rumor is not just that he wants out, but that he is already mentally checked out, and that the decision has been made long before anyone publicly acknowledges it. What makes this story so explosive is not just the idea of Green leaving, but the way it is being described. As a departure born out of frustration, fatigue, and a sense that the Warriors are no longer the place where he can be himself. The speculation intensified when a name started circulating as the team that supposedly made the offer. It is being described as a proposal so generous, so hard to refuse, that it has the potential to change the entire landscape of the league. The details are unclear, and of course no one is confirming anything officially, but the story has a consistent tone. A franchise approached Green with a package that not only rewards him financially, but also promises him a role where he can lead without the same kind of constraints he has faced in Golden State. Imagine a situation where he is not just a player, but a symbol, a leader, a centerpiece in a project that is willing to build around his personality and his strengths. That kind of offer could be irresistible for someone who has spent years trying to fit into a system that, for all its success, has also demanded a level of self-control and compromise that may have grown increasingly difficult for him. The rumor is that the proposal came with assurances of respect, influence, and the chance to reshape a team in his image. And that combination is what has sparked the fire. The bigger question is why Green would be ready to leave a franchise that has given him so much, including championships, a platform, and a legacy. The answer, according to the people who are talking, is that the relationship has been strained for a long time. It is not just about basketball, but about identity, leadership, and the feeling of being understood. The rumors suggest that Green has felt misunderstood, undervalued, and at times even targeted by the narrative around the team. There have been moments when his intensity was celebrated, and others when it was criticized, and the inconsistency of that treatment may have contributed to a growing sense of alienation. Combine that with the physical toll of his career, the mental strain of constant scrutiny, and the frustration of watching the team evolve in ways that may not align with his vision, and you start to understand why the idea of leaving might feel like relief. The speculation is that he no longer sees the Warriors as the home that matches his current reality. Another piece of the rumor is that Green has been feeling trapped by the role he is expected to play. In Golden State, he has always been more than a player. He is a leader, a motivator, a voice of the locker room, and sometimes a lightning rod for controversy. The story being whispered is that the emotional labor has become too heavy. People close to him allegedly say he has been carrying not just the responsibilities of his position, but the emotional burden of being the public face of the team's toughness and identity. The constant expectation to be the one who keeps the team together, to handle conflicts, to manage personalities, to be the heart of the squad, can wear down even the strongest athletes. And if the internal dynamics are shifting, if the team is moving toward a different identity, the burden may feel even more unfair. The rumor is that Green sees a new chapter where he can still be himself without having to constantly fight the system, and that idea is fueling his desire to leave. Of course, any story like this would be incomplete without the question of what the Warriors will do if the rumor is true. The team has been built around a certain culture, a certain style, and a certain set of personalities. Draymond Green has been a cornerstone of that culture, the player who sets the tone and keeps everyone in line. If he is truly walking away, the Warriors would face a seismic shift. The rumor suggests that the organization is already bracing for the possibility, quietly preparing for a future where they have to adjust not only on the court but in the locker room. The speculation is that they might try to persuade him to stay, offering new incentives, a renewed role, or a promise of more control. But if Green has already decided that he cannot continue under the current circumstances, any offer may be too little, too late. The narrative being pushed is that this is not a typical contract negotiation. It is a personal decision driven by a deeper dissatisfaction. Finally, the most dramatic element of the rumor is the tone of inevitability. People are saying that this is not a maybe, but a when. The language being used by those close to the situation implies that Green is done with the Warriors and that the offer from the other team is the final push. It is being framed as a combination of emotional exhaustion and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The rumor paints a picture of a player who has given everything to a franchise and who now feels that he has earned the right to choose a new path. The idea is that he is not leaving because he wants to escape the Warriors, but because he wants to reclaim his own narrative. And if this turns out to be true, it would be one of the most shocking departures in recent memory, not because of the basketball implications alone, but because of what it would mean for the identity of a team that has become synonymous with him. If we look at the rumor from a broader perspective, it is easy to see why it has captured so much attention. Draymond Green is not just a player. He is a symbol of a certain era of basketball. His intensity, his defensive brilliance, and his emotional leadership have made him one of the most recognizable figures in the sport. The rumor suggests that his departure would not only change the Warriors roster, but also reshape the narrative of the league. People are already speculating about the ripple effects, how other teams might adjust, how the balance of power could shift, and how Green's presence in a new environment could alter the dynamics of competition. The story is being told as if a new chapter is about to begin, one where Green's influence could be even more pronounced. It is the kind of rumor that makes fans imagine what could happen if the league's most outspoken, most intense, and most influential defensive leader were to take his talent somewhere else. And the fact that this is being framed as a decision he has already made adds a sense of finality that makes the rumor feel even more real. The speculation also raises questions about what the Warriors will become without him. Even if the team has been successful in recent years, the rumor implies that they may be heading into an uncertain period. Without Green's voice, without his emotional drive, and without his defensive leadership, the team could lose a crucial piece of its identity. The rumor suggests that the organization may have to redefine itself, not just in terms of strategy, but in terms of culture. That kind of transition can be difficult, especially when it involves a player who has been so central to the team's story. The whispers are that the Warriors are already preparing for a future where they need to build a new foundation, a new leadership structure, and a new sense of unity. The speculation is that the team might need to rely more on younger voices or on different types of leadership, and that this could be a challenging adjustment. If the rumor is true, the Warriors would be forced to answer a question they have never had to face before. What happens when the heart of the team leaves? On the other side, the team that allegedly made the offer is being described as a franchise with ambition, a team that is ready to make a bold move and reshape its future. The rumor suggests that they see Green as a missing piece, a player who can bring toughness, leadership, and defensive intensity to a roster that may be talented but lacks that edge. The speculation is that the organization is willing to invest heavily in him because they believe he can transform the team's identity. The story being told is that this franchise is not simply offering money, but offering a vision, a promise of a new era, with Green at the center. That kind of offer would be incredibly tempting for a player who has spent years trying to navigate the demands of a system that may no longer feel aligned with his personality. The rumor implies that this team is offering not just a contract, but a chance to be the kind of leader he has always wanted to be, without the constant pressure of fitting into someone else's narrative. There is also the question of what this would mean for Green's legacy. Some people are saying that leaving the Warriors could tarnish his reputation, while others believe it could enhance it. The rumor suggests that Green is at a point in his career where he is more interested in being true to himself than in maintaining a certain image. If he chooses to leave, it could be seen as a bold statement, a declaration that he is not willing to sacrifice his identity for the sake of comfort or continuity. The speculation is that he wants to be remembered as a player who made decisions based on his own values, not based on the expectations of others. That kind of narrative could resonate with fans who admire his intensity and his refusal to conform. The rumor implies that he is ready to take control of his story, even if it means leaving behind a legacy that has been built over years of success. Another angle to consider is the internal dynamics of the Warriors. The rumor suggests that there have been tensions beneath the surface for a long time, and that Green's decision is not just about an offer from another team, but about the emotional climate within the organization. People are saying that the locker room has changed, that the relationships have shifted, and that the sense of unity that once defined the team may be fading. The speculation is that Green has felt increasingly isolated, and that the support he once relied on is no longer as strong. If that is true, it would explain why the idea of leaving could feel like relief rather than loss. The rumor implies that he has been trying to hold the team together, even as he feels himself slipping away. That kind of emotional burden can be unbearable, and the idea of a fresh start in a new environment could be exactly what he needs. Finally, the most compelling part of the rumor is the sense that this decision is already in motion. People are saying that the offer has been made, the response has been given, and the next steps are simply a matter of time. The speculation is that the league is on the brink of one of the most dramatic shifts in recent memory, and that the story is about to become reality. Whether it happens or not, the rumor has already sparked conversation, debate, and a flood of reactions from fans and analysts. The idea that Draymond Green could leave the Warriors has become a powerful narrative, one that challenges assumptions and forces everyone to imagine a new future. And if the rumor is true, it would not just be a player changing teams. It would be a moment that reshapes the league, redefines a franchise, and alters the course of a career that has always been marked by intensity, passion, and an unwillingness to be anything other than himself. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. The narrative being spun around this situation also includes a more human side, one that many fans tend to overlook. Draymond Green is not just a basketball player. He is a person with emotions, with relationships, with a life beyond the court. The rumors suggest that the constant pressure of being the voice has taken a toll on him mentally and emotionally. People close to him allegedly say he has been feeling drained, not just physically, but spiritually, like the joy of playing the game has been overshadowed by the weight of expectation. The speculation is that he wants to go somewhere he can breathe, somewhere he can play without feeling like every action is being dissected and judged. This is not a story about money, at least not only about money. It is a story about finding peace and reclaiming passion. If he truly feels like he cannot thrive in Golden State anymore, then leaving becomes less of a betrayal and more of a necessity. And if the rumor is correct, the offer from the other team may represent not just a contract, but a lifeline, a chance to rediscover the love of the game in a new environment. The rumor also suggests that the league itself is watching this situation like a chessboard, waiting to see how the pieces will move. A player like Draymond Green changing teams is not just a transaction. It is a message. It signals that even the most established franchises can face internal fractures, that the era of loyalty is complicated by the realities of modern sports. The speculation is that other teams are already adjusting their plans, thinking about how they would respond if Green were to join a rival. The story being told is that this is a moment of opportunity for other organizations, a chance to exploit the shifting balance of power. Some are even saying that the mere possibility of Green leaving could affect negotiations, free agency decisions, and the overall mood of the league. The rumor implies that this is more than a player moving. It is a shift in the culture of the NBA itself, a reminder that even legends can change their course when the circumstances demand it. And then there's the most intriguing part: what happens next? If the rumor is true, the next chapter could unfold quickly or it could drag on, full of speculation and denial. People are saying that the Warriors might try to counter the offer with their own proposal, or that they might choose to accept the inevitable and begin rebuilding immediately. The speculation is that Draymond Green may be preparing for a new life, one where he can be himself without constant scrutiny. Fans are already imagining the scenes. A press conference, a dramatic announcement, the emotional reactions of teammates and rivals alike. The rumors suggest that whatever happens, it will be one of those moments that gets replayed for years because it represents more than basketball. It represents a personal decision, a break from tradition, and a turning point in a career that has always been defined by intensity. If the whispers are true, then the NBA is about to witness one of the most significant moves of the modern era, and everyone will be watching to see how the story finally ends. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.